Previously on Wildcards.
Oh, is this your brother? You keep your badge, I stay out of jail, and you can catch your brother's killer.
So what, we're stuck here?
Together?
Did we? I think we did, didn't we?
How did that happen?
Dorothy's chocolates.
I just don't want to pretend like something didn't happen. Something definitely happened.
My grandfather was the greatest man I've ever known. He lived every day like it was a gift. Most people his age were slowing down, but not Nana. Every day there was something new to learn, new music to hear, new art to see, and he was always active right up until the end. The day before he died, I remember his final words to me. Don't forget to open your eyes and ears. The world is trying to tell you something. You just have to listen.
It's coming from inside the casket. Bring the key.
It wasn't even Gray.
He was thinking about it.
You know, I haven't heard you scream that loud since you pretended to, like, football for that fireman.
Tyrone. Alas, he was better at putting out fires than starting them.
How'd I do?
Well, you're no beauty influencer, but you have a great canvas to work on.
Well, you did too. I'm really gonna miss this condo.
Don't get misty-eyed. The last of the packages are soon to arrive, and that means...
And as long as we keep solving cases, I'll get my dad out of jail.
And then we grab the payday of 10 lifetimes.
It's just been so nice to be in a place for longer than a week. Waking up in the same bed, seeing the same sunrise. Maybe I did get too attached. Oh, I'll get it.
No need. I installed a doorbell camera and remote key. Oh my.
Who is it?
Your attachment. Why, detective, we were just talking about you.
He's kidding. What are you doing here?
Look, I need a favor.
I'm all yours.
My boat's out of the water right now. They're re-waterproofing the entire hull or something, so, yeah, say hello to my little friend.
Of course we'll cat sit. OMG, the famous Mark. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, so this is his catnip fish toy. It's a go-to if he gets nervous. His paper blanket's in the car.
He'll be fine.
Oh, poor thing. Does he have scurvy?
Nope, he just looks like that.
We'll see about that. Oh, yes, there is nothing that Uncle Ricky can't fix. Oh, does he like salmon souffle? Of course you do.
Where's he going? Hey, Chief, what do you got? Yeah, sure, no, I know it. Okay, we're on our way.
Where are we going? What should I wear?
Something black.
Spoiler alert. I bet we find a dead body in there. So how would you want to be buried?
I try not to think about it.
I want my ashes sprinkled over Hugh Jackman. Dead or alive, really doesn't matter.
Noted. What's up?
You won't believe me unless I show you. That's Mr. Singh, the deceased, and this is his funeral. She was inside the casket with Mr. Singh.
What?
Were they close? Was there like a 2-for-1 special? I don't understand.
Nobody does.
And so nobody knows who this dead woman is or how she got here?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Max, get over here.
As soon as she stops dying, I'll be right over.
Don't worry, it's safe.
Did the dead woman tell you that? Because she's lying.
I promise, amiga. It's okay. What you saw was a cadaveric spasm. They can persist through rigor mortis. They're more common than you think. Sometimes air can even pass through the vocal cords, making it seem like the dead are talking to us.
Okay, so she's got no ID and her purse and her phone are missing?
So, robbery?
Could be. You can clearly see the tan line where her wedding ring used to be.
An attack might explain the ligature marks on her neck.
Oh, they're deep.
Think she was strangled?
Likely with some kind of strap, I'm guessing. The eyes show petechial hemorrhaging, but I need to do an autopsy to confirm actual cause.
Possible time of death?
Sometime between 10 and 12 last night.
Well, this place would have been closed by then.
Exactly. So how did her body end up in Mr. Singh's casket?
Let's talk to the owners.
It's a mystery to us.
You're sure you don't recognize this woman in the casket?
No. We assure you nothing like this has ever happened before.
I would hope not.
Well, then how do you explain it?
We can't. Vernon and I completed the final prep on the body last night, locked the casket, and headed upstairs.
And what time would that have been?
Around 9:30.
And then we were upstairs playing Donkey Kong.
I wouldn't have taken you as gamers.
Oh, in this line of work, real life can be a little much sometimes. You need an escape.
I understand. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
No, of course not, no.
Is there some way you could keep this quiet? If this gets out, it could ruin us.
We're a small business. It's hard enough to compete with the big funeral chains without this getting around.
Dad,
Parker.
you gotta come see this.
Someone forced this open. When did you notice this?
Just now.
All right, I'm gonna need to take a look at the footage from that security camera.
Sure, we can get it to you.
Great.
No, actually, we can't. It's not working.
Sure it is.
No, you were supposed to call the security guy and fix it, but you didn't.
Oh, right. Darn, I must have forgot. Things have been a little stressful around here lately.
Let me guess, customers just dying to get in?
The opposite, actually. Business has been very slow.
Oh, so it's been dead around here? That was the last one, I swear.
Vernon, I need you. Mrs. Singh has family from out of town and she wants to proceed with the funeral. Will that be okay?
That should be fine. Mr. Singh died 3 days ago of a heart attack. His death's not in question here. But the forensics team will need to take a look at the casket.
We can get Mr. Singh another casket.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Great.
Whoever broke in must have known that the camera was down and that they wouldn't have been recorded. Vernon didn't exactly seem like he was in a rush to get it fixed either.
You think he lied to explain the after-hours corpse smuggling?
Maybe. I'll get forensics to dust this door for prints.
Seems like an awful lot of trouble. Why would someone break into a funeral home to hide a body in a casket? What happened to the good old days when you would just toss the body into the river?
Because with water, bodies have a way of resurfacing. But this was a perfect disposal method. Or at least it would have been. What's strange is that nobody here knows who the victim is.
Maybe Mr. Singh knew her. Maybe they were having an affair.
You think Mrs. Singh, a woman in her, what, 80s, killed her husband's lover and then dumped her body in the casket?
Hey, love makes you do crazy things.
I promise you that woman is a stranger. No one has ever seen her. My husband didn't know her either.
How can you be so sure?
My husband and I were married when we were 18. We own a small dry cleaners, a full-time job. We were together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for our entire lives.
Okay, fine. It was just a theory.
Look, we're so sorry you're having to go through all this today, Mrs. Singh, but the forensics team is going to need to examine the casket.
I didn't order that one anyway.
What do you mean?
We prepaid our funerals years ago. My husband and I chose the basic models. But Mr. Gunderson texted me this morning and told me they were upgrading it because of a long relationship with them. 3 generations of our family have gone through this funeral home.
We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, okay? My condolences.
Thank you.
Right this way. Thank you.
That's quite the bump in accommodation. The casket upgrade is nearly a 10 grand difference.
Yeah, doesn't exactly sound like something a struggling funeral home would do.
No, it doesn't.
The Gundersons are hiding something. Let's go find out what. We can talk in here. Like you said, it's hard to sustain a family-run funeral home, what with all the competition from the big chains, right?
So how could you afford to give a 10 grand upgrade to supersize the casket for the Singhs?
We didn't.
Of course not.
Then how did Mr. Singh get one?
The Singhs requested the upgrade.
And paid for it.
No. No, Mrs. Singh told us that you texted her this morning offering a free upgrade.
Darling?
It wasn't me. No, she must be confused. Grief does that to a lot of people.
Let me see your phone. Open the messages. He's right, there's no messages to the Singhs.
See?
You could have deleted them.
Like you said, why would we give away a free upgrade to a bigger casket?
To fit another body inside.
Oh,
Look, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take you for questioning.
what?
This is outrageous.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
No, you
Hey, stop!
Look, I'm sorry, but I gotta take your parents in for questioning, all right?
They didn't do anything wrong.
It's okay, Parker.
I know who put her in the casket.
How would you know that?
Because it was me. messed up.
Messing up is like when Ross said Rachel's name at the altar. This is murder.
I didn't kill anyone. Okay, she was already dead when they dropped her off.
Who dropped her off?
I don't know.
Okay, Parker, calm down. Now just tell me what happened from the beginning.
I owe a lot of money.
From what?
Gambling. My parents don't know.
Who do you owe the money to?
My bookie, but he was arrested a couple months ago and sold off my debt. I was told that one day I'd be asked for a favor.
And yesterday was that day?
Last night I got a text with instructions. Leave the back door of the funeral home open at 1 a.m. and move Mr. Singh to a larger casket.
So you texted Mrs. Singh from your father's phone, offering the free upgrade, and then deleted the text before he saw it.
You didn't think your parents were gonna find out about the upgrade?
Of course, but I was gonna find a way to try and cover it up before they caught on.
And when we showed up, you faked the break-in.
Who gave you your instructions?
I have no idea. It was an anonymous text message.
Why wouldn't you just call the police?
Because they said if I didn't do this, then they'd go after my parents.
Look, Parker, we have your cell phone, okay? So if you're lying, we're gonna find out about it.
I'm not. Okay, I swear I didn't kill anyone.
Okay, apparently Parker's story about the text checks out. Text messages came in late last night through a burner phone. There's no way to trace them.
Parker's stupid. Yeah, but there's no way he's a murderer.
No, I agree. We gotta talk to that bookie to find out who he sold Parker's debt to.
They'll need a medium because he's dead. Died of a heart attack in prison last month.
Gotta be kidding me. Any hits on our Jane Doe?
Simmons put in a request to the federal missing persons database, but we won't get a response back until the morning. Look, someone went to great lengths to cover up this murder. There must be something bigger going on. Keep digging.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for the third shoe to drop. Bad news always comes in threes.
You don't actually believe that, do you?
So what does the third shoe say?
It's the marina. Apparently the hull of my boat's in worse shape than they thought.
Is there anything I could do to help?
It's gonna be out of the water for at least a couple days. I'll have to grab Mark and stay in a hotel or something. Maybe I'll just crash here.
Oh, no. There's no way I can let that happen. What kind of partner would I be if I let you and Mark sleep in the station?
Thanks. We'll be fine. It's okay.
Okay, you're hilarious. You're coming home with me. And not in the way that that sounds.
More wine?
Sure.
Right. Sorry. This dish is incredible, Ricky. What's it called?
He calls it Riki Tiki Masala.
I think it's time for our lavender bath.
He doesn't like baths.
I beg to differ.
It's your funeral.
You two are on dish duty.
Thanks for letting Mark and I crash here again.
Anytime. I mean, if your boat springs a leak or something. By the way, I haven't wanted to pry. I figured you'd talk to me about it when you were ready, but... Has there been any news with your brother's killer?
Last update I got, they tracked him to some gas station in South Dakota, and as soon as they got close, he just... vanished.
It's kind of weird how he always seems to be one step ahead of the feds.
Yeah. I know.
And how are you handling that all? Are you okay?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I just wish that I was the guy out there chasing that bastard down. You know, all this sitting around waiting for other people to get things done is just not something I'm good at. It's even harder when we're not working. So I've been fixing the boat so much. If I don't keep myself busy, my mind just starts to... Anyway. How about you? Looks like you're getting settled here.
I am.
Think your dad's gonna move in with you and Ricky when he gets out?
Maybe. I don't know.
So does that mean you're thinking of staying? Olive, what do you got?
No, hello, how are you?
Olive, why are you working so late?
Why are you two together so late?
He's getting his boat worked on.
I do not want to know what that means.
Doesn't mean anything, it's just... Never mind, look, do you have something?
Of course I do. I found traces of dog hair and dander in Jane Doe's neck tissues. Given that, she was most likely strangled by a dog leash.
So we know what the murder weapon is.
That's not all. I found something tangled up in Jane Doe's hair. I just texted you a photo. A blue contact lens. Cosmetic, non-prescription.
But our Jane Doe has blue eyes.
So it's not hers. Had to have belonged to the killer.
Blue-eyed killer. Sounds like a Netflix documentary.
The one blue-eyed killer. Remember, the killer's missing one.
Good point, but that's an even better title.
Are you two done? Buenas noches.
Good night.
Mark and I are ready for night-night. You are on the couch, and you are in your bedroom.
Thanks, Dad. Anything else?
Yes, I hit the gummies. You kids behave yourselves.
Huh. Should,
Yeah, I should
probably
get
get
to
some
bed.
sleep.
Yeah. Oh, have a good sleep.
Yeah, me too.
Too short to be missing out. So take the rise, take the fall, or take it all. Take life as it comes, brother. 'Cause no one else will live it for you.
Oh, wow, Ricky, that smells delicious.
Hey,
Wow. I could get used to this.
have a seat.
Thanks. Okay, taste tests. Oh my god. It's incredible.
It's my mom's recipe. Yeah. No matter what kind of mood my dad was in, if she made those, just the smell would put a smile on his face.
Well, I'm with your dad on that. Ricky, you gotta try these.
Carbs, darling, are my no-fly zone.
Why is that picture turn around?
It upsets Mark.
What upsets Mark? Oh, yeah.
Yates, what do you got?
We got a hit on our Jane Doe. Husband called in a missing person, just arrived to identify the body.
Oh my God. Yes, that's my wife. The last time I saw Janice was the night before last, around 7 p.m. She left after we had dinner together. I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she still wasn't back. That's when I got nervous and I filed the missing persons report.
Where did she go?
I assumed she went to the arena,
The arena?
Millside Arena. She was a judge.
What do you mean, judge? Like, as in legal?
No, as in beagle. Dog shows. We travel the dog show circuit all across the country. I went along to support her. I can work remotely from anywhere.
You say you assumed she went to the arena.
She often prepped the next day's events the night before.
Did your wife have a connection to a Mr. Singh?
No, not that I know of. But again, we're not from here.
Was Janice ever involved in anything criminal?
Janice? No, never. Never. everything about her was by the book. That's what made her such a respected Best in Show judge.
Is that different from any other dog show judge?
Spoken like a true cat person.
I am so glad you asked. It's like being picked to be a ref in the Super Bowl.
Impressive.
You bet it is. Oh, and get this, judges aren't even allowed to own a dog. They could be accused of favoring a breed.
Forensics followed a rental car's LoJack tracker and found it abandoned. No sign of a struggle, no purse, no phone, no nothing.
All right, let's get the phone company to give us her last location before the signal cuts out.
Did she have any enemies?
Oh my God, yes. This world is insanely competitive. A lot of people got angry with her. A few days ago, her rental car was smeared with dog food.
She was murdered with a dog leash, and they found dog hair embedded into her neck. Sounds like an angry competitor to me.
But how did a Best in Show judge get caught up in the criminal underworld?
I don't know. It sounds like we gotta sniff out the truth. Hi, I'm Becky Ann Swanson, and this is Whoopi Goldberg. We're here to win it all. What do you mean we're not on the list? Can you check again? It's Goldberg. G-O-L-B.
You're not on here. Neither your dog.
Land's sakes. Well, I'm sure you've got 101 things to think about, so give me a second. I'll figure this out. Ricky, we're not on the list. Ricky.
Sorry, Buttercup. I lost track of time. We were meditating.
Okay, well, can you get your zen in gear and get us on the list?
Quiet your mind, and your soul will speak. We're in. And you are good to go, Becky Ann.
Thank you, Sensei. Can you just check again, please? And thank you.
Fine.
Are we back on the list?
Are you a new exhibitor? I haven't seen you before.
Oh, yes, I'm Becky Ann, and this is Whoopi Goldberg.
Huh. Wesley Barnell, president of Canine Circuit Dog Shows and CEO of Furry Cuisine. Furry Cuisine is boldly balanced and brimming with benefits. It's the barking best for you and your canine companion.
Well, that is quite the mouthful.
So is Furry Cuisine. At my shows, it is the dog and their handler that is top priority. So, if you have any problems, you come to me. Hey, you made it.
Thank you. This is quite the setup you've got going on here.
Well, less than 4 years ago, when I started Furry Cuisine, I had one priority: to provide high-quality, human-grade food for dogs. And then that expanded into a competition, and now we have exhibitions in every city across the state. Who knew?
Well, that is quite the come-up. I'm just tickled pink to be here, Mr. Barnell.
You can call me Wesley. I think you're missing something.
I am.
Our brand new GPS locator dog tag. You'll always know where Whoopi Goldberg is.
Why, thank you.
And if you need any more, let me know, because I have like 3 boxes of them in my car. Now I have some sad business to attend to. You'll have to excuse me.
Oh, yes, I heard about that terrible news. Janice was a legend.
Yes, she was. It's heartbreaking for all of us, but we press on in her honor. Choose any grooming station you like for Whoopi Goldberg. Hope to see you again.
And that, Lola, is a toupee. Pretty good one, but a rug for sure.
Vitamins and minerals. In fact, it's so good, you'll want to have a bite too. Wesley Barnell, president of Canine Circuit Dog Shows and CEO of Furry Cuisine. Furry Cuisine is boldly balanced
I've seen the commercial. Thank you. Detective Ellis, you got a minute?
I'm sorry. I haven't slept much since I heard about Janice. Of course. What can I do for you, Detective?
I just have a couple questions for you. Now, the night Janice was killed, her key card logged an entry at 10:03 p.m. Do you have any idea what she might have been doing here so late at night?
Oh, she was probably triple-checking the grooming stations and the show ring. I mean, she was a true pro. That's why she was our best in show judge.
Can you think of anybody who might have wanted to harm Janice?
Well, everyone hates the best in show judge. Unless you're the winner's bitch.
Sorry, winner's bitch?
The winning dog?
Oh, of course.
Sir, I'm here to move the boxes.
Deliveries are in the back. You know who you should talk to is Vicky. Janice was her mentor. They were inseparable.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you see anything?
No.
What about now?
No.
Okay, anything here?
Will you stop asking me and just help me look for the thing?
Okay, well, I'm just confused because it says that it should be like right here. Ooh, not it.
No. That's not how this works. We're gonna decide this like adults.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. 2 adults.
Yeah.
Best 2 out of 3. Ah.
Okay.
Oh, you look scared.
No, I'm fine.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Clean ears, correct position of front legs, firm hind quarters.
Excuse me?
Sorry, I'm just running the judging checklist.
Are you Vicky? Hi, I'm Detective Ellis. I'm here to ask you a few questions about Janice Evans.
Do you mind if we do this later? The next round starts soon and I'm not prepared.
This should only take a few minutes. Now, Wesley tells me that you and Janice were close. Is that correct?
She was my mentor, but more than that, she was also my friend. I just can't believe she's gone.
How long have you known Janice?
Oh, I've been on the Terrier beat for years.
Terrier beat?
It's Best in Group. I mean, I was working towards Best in Show with Janice's help, but getting promoted like this isn't how I imagined it.
Right. When was the last time you saw Janice?
At the end of the first day.
Okay, now when you saw her, was there anything strange about her behavior? Was she upset about something, maybe?
No, Janice had her game face on, as usual. She was all business once the show started.
I'm sure you heard that somebody smeared dog food all over her rental car a few days ago. Is there anyone you can think of who might have had it out for Janice?
Well, this competition brings out the worst in everybody. I mean, don't even get me started on Mrs. Palmer. They broke the mold when they made that bitch.
Sorry, who's Mrs. Palmer?
Well, it's a beautiful coat she's got there.
Mrs. Palmer says thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. I'm Becky Ann.
Myrtle.
A question. Why do all these leashes look the same?
You must be new to the circuit.
Oh, it's our first big show.
Show leads are all the same because it's about the dog, not about the dazzle. Levels the playing field.
I see.
You're lucky.
Why is that?
I used to be dazzled by the glamour of it all. But once you peek behind that curtain, you realize it's not about the dogs. It's just a bunch of oversized human egos in ugly competition with themselves. Best in show usually means biggest ego in owners.
It's like that, is it?
Afraid so. But not me, of course. This is all about Mrs. Palmer and letting her shine. This is our last year competing, and I just know that she would die happy if she could walk away with the top honor.
Well, don't bet on it. I can hold my breath longer than that bitch can hold her bladder. Mrs. Palmer got disqualified when she made a little boo-boo and dropped a little doo-doo on her rhino, didn't you? While my Chiquita here was last year's winner's bitch. Oh, yes, you were.
Listen to him, Mrs. Palmer. This is our year.
Yeah, we'll see. Myrtle was convinced Janice had something against dachshunds.
And did she?
Let's just say that on the first day of the show, someone smeared furry cuisine dog food on Janice's rental car. I mean, it can't be a coincidence I saw Myrtle taking Mrs. Palmer out for a piddle around the same time it happened.
Bye. God, what is that smell? Oh, it's horrible. My bad. That smell is you.
You haven't stopped smiling since I got in here. This whole thing would go a lot faster if you helped me out.
This is the man in the garbage bin.
Found it. Now help me out of here.
Phone first. It's precious cargo. Thank you.
All right, help me out.
Nice work. Smell you later.
Yates! Yates!
Well, bless my butt. This will help me keep track of Lola.
You know she's not actually your dog, right?
Shh! Don't say that out loud. By the way, Cooper told me that Myrtle furry cuisined Janice's car.
What the hell did you just say?
Myrtle is the one that smeared dog food all over Janice's car. Maybe she finally snapped after getting passed over all these years.
Yates, what do you got?
What, I'm contagious now?
Better safe than stinky. Hey, Ellis, we got Janice's phone. It's unlocked.
Great, did you look at it?
I've smelled it.
That's weird. Did you find out anything that tells us why she went back to the dog show so late?
Oh, you betcha. And it's a tale as old as time.
Police, open up.
Looks like puppy love to me. So we confirmed you were with Janice, and then she went back to the arena, but you lied about why she left.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We have Janice's phone. We went through all the call logs and we spoke to the last person Janice talked to that night.
Her sister. She called her crying on the way to the arena because she found out you were having an affair with Vicky.
You don't understand. I love my wife.
That's a bold statement coming from a guy found wearing another woman's dog leash.
Yeah, I know. I cheated. It's true. But I didn't kill her.
Janice was my mentor. She taught me everything. I would never hurt her.
Right. Apart from having a secret affair with her husband.
Janice lived and breathed her work. I mean, poor Oscar was like a lapdog that she took with her from show to show. All the romance was gone from their relationship.
And now you're best in show judge. That worked out well for you.
No. When Wesley texted me that morning telling me that Janice hadn't shown up and asked me to take over for her, I felt awful.
Wesley texted you about replacing Janice that morning?
He used to text Janice her itinerary every morning at 7 a.m. like clockwork. He was like that about everything related to the show.
Oscar, this isn't looking good for either of you.
But we have alibis. A manager and a locksmith can back me up.
Why a locksmith? So apparently, the locksmith was from Passion Palace, and the handcuffs malfunctioned. And you don't want to know any more details than that.
Yes, I do.
Later.
Drinks on me.
Okay, so if they didn't kill Janice, then who did?
Oscar said that Wesley would text Janice every morning at 7 a.m. with the daily itinerary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this.
There's no text from Wesley the day after she was murdered.
Exactly. Which could be an innocent mistake or a guilty slip-up.
Well, do you think Wesley knew Janice wasn't showing up for work?
Well, if Wesley killed Janice and dumped her body in the casket, he would have assumed that nobody would ever find her.
Well, what do we know about Wesley?
Well, he doesn't have a criminal record.
Look at his driver's license. Does that look like the Wesley we know?
His eye color's listed as brown.
We need to find that video of Wesley's commercial, the one that played nonstop at the dog show.
It's fortified, it's organic, it has 37 vitamins and minerals. In fact, it's so good, you'll want to have a bite too. Furry cuisine, barking best for you and your canine companion.
Look, his eyes are blue. He's wearing cosmetic contacts.
Just like the one Olive found in Janice's hair. I mean, if it matches, that would connect him to the body.
Book him, Dano.
Dog show's done for the day. I mean, he could be anywhere.
I know how to find him. Wesley has a box of these air tags in his car.
Yeah, but you need a serial number to track that.
Or we could just call Ricky.
That's Wesley's car on the left. But when I run the plates for the one on the right, I get this. Gregory Thomas. I swear I've seen his face before, but I can't remember where.
Can you run his name?
Yeah. Wow, he's got a rap sheet a mile long. He's a known associate of the dead bookie. Bet he's the one who bought Parker's gambling debt.
Bada bing.
That's where I know him from. He was dressed as a delivery man at Wesley's dog show.
Doggone it. But it still doesn't make any sense. What does organized crime have to do with a dog show?
I don't know. I'm calling Lee and letting him know we're going inside. They're opening up cans of furry cuisine.
I hope he's not forcing them to eat it.
Looks like drugs.
Wesley's not just a dog show mogul, he's barking bad.
It's a perfect cover for moving product without suspicion.
Well, maybe when Janice was at the arena after hours, she saw something she wasn't supposed to.
And so did you. Slowly get up. Now don't move.
Hey, man, look, I think we can just...
Who's the top dog now?
Right, take cover, take cover, take cover!
Hey! Who's there?
Hey, Max, you need to get to the Bronco right now. I'm gonna cover you on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! You're under arrest for the murder of Janice Evans. Put your hands behind your back.
Metro PD! On the ground! On the ground! Drop your weapons!
Hands behind your head. Becky Ann Swanson? What are you doing here?
Oh, don't you know? We're here to bring you to your new home, where you'll get 3 meals a day, and if you're lucky, they'll let you out into the yard to do your business.
I don't even like dogs. I'm a cat person.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Got off the phone with the feds. Wesley's team hid the drugs in the cans in his dog food factory, and he used his traveling dog show as a cover for his drug distribution network.
It was a good racket.
Yeah, so good it didn't ping on anyone's radar.
Feds also tracked the drugs back to their international source. They're about to take a lot of bad guys off the street, so good work.
What about Parker, the funeral home kid? I mean, the only reason that drug dealer bought his gambling debt is so he could have access to the funeral home to dump the body.
Parker had no connection to Janice. He was just an unlucky sucker.
Don't worry, he's looking at community service and probation instead of real jail time.
Time's up. Her real parents are here to get Lola.
Oh, let me just say goodbye. Unfortunately, we weren't the winners, bitches. But we did solve a murder and help keep Janice's memory alive. From now on, the dog show will be called the Janice Evans Memorial Best in Show Championship.
Sure. Come on. Here we go.
So, what should I tell Ricky to make us for dinner?
Could we rain check? The marina just texted me. My boat's ready. I was gonna swing by and pick up Mark, if that's okay.
Yeah, probably for the best. Ricky's getting too attached.
Come on, I'll give us a ride over there.
Ricky, what's for dinner?
I'm too depressed to eat. Mark is gone. How can you even think of food?
Because I'm hungry.
You're on your own. Just ignore any sobbing you may hear.
All right, here goes nothing. Don't judge me.
Rules. The rules I made for myself are how I got to be where I am today. A very rich man, and more importantly, a free man. The rules have to be non-negotiable. Nothing less than commandments brought down from the mountain. Those rules are simple. Never punch down. Always lend a hand to those in need. Don't take anything from anyone who doesn't deserve to lose it. And don't get attached. Don't get attached to routine. Don't get attached to property or possessions. And most important of all, don't get attached to people. They'll only betray you. They'll slow you down or cloud your judgment. And any one of those can make the difference between freedom and 20 years in a cage. You must be willing to walk away from anyone at the drop of a hat. If you cannot, that's your warning sign to cut them loose.
Max,
What?
do you say vase or vase?
Vase.
That's vase. It's vase.
What?
Nothing.